Hey guys, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I just want to let you know that um, there's some news in my life that I want to share with you guys. Now, over the past few days, there was an issue and a problem which made me very upset, and I spoke with social worker here and my advocate about what I was experiencing and going through. And the subject came up about maybe it's time that I go to a different facility. And because come August, I would be here 3 years. And I've been in Fort Wayne since 2004. So we're talking, 16 years that I've been in Fort Wayne, which is the longest outside of New York that I've ever been at. And so I do want to go down to Florida. I got my two best friends down there, and my cats are down there too. And so ultimately, go down to Florida. Problem is, how would I get down there? If I went by medical transport, it would cost $7,800 to go down there by medical transport. And the only facility that has a vet unit in Florida is outside of Tampa. But insurance would not pay the cost to transfer me to that facility. So in researching it and trying to figure out how to go down to Florida, the only way seemed feasible is to go by plane. And one of my best friends would fly up and accompany down there. Because I can't go down there by myself. And the staff at the airport and the flight, have their duties and, can't stay by me. So someone would have to accompany me. And so one of my best friends, to the best of my understanding, said they would. Now, for me to go down to Florida, I cannot leave. Where I want to go, I have to go into Fort Lauderdale. Especially that's where one of my friends is. And the only planes that would go to Fort Lauderdale do not leave by Fort Wayne International. They would have to go by Indy. So what would happen is I would take a bus from Fort Wayne to Indianapolis and then catch the flight down there. Problem is, how would I fit in the bus? How would that be comfortable for me? And so forth. So I didn't even think of this, but my social worker thought of this about transferring to a sister facility because American Senior Communities is the company that owns this facility as well as so many others in Indiana. And their corporate office is in Indianapolis. So, of course, they have facilities in Indianapolis. So my social worker came up with, well, why don't you go to a sister facility in Indianapolis? Because there's really no other facilities here in Fort Wayne that take vet patients that I would go to, because the only other one, I had a very bad experience and I will not go there. So, so the only place I could either go is north or south. And if I went north, I'd go into South Bend, but that's going in the wrong direction. I wanted to go down to Florida. So that means almost 2.5 hours further distance. Don't want that. Because if I go that way, I have to go all the way to Chicago to then, it's like, no, that's like too much backtrack. Too much. I'm going in the wrong direction. I'd rather go in the southern direction. So, and the social worker knew that. And so she said, why not Indianapolis? I said, will the ambulance take me there? She said, absolutely. I said, really? She said, yeah. I said, well, cool. Saved me a whole huge trip by bus. I'm that much closer to Florida. I said, yeah, we'll do it. So she went ahead and contacted the facility. The facility is called North Capitol. Like this is Summit City, that's North Capitol. Okay. I don't mind North Capitol. And then when I'm there, I could say, what's in your wallet? What's in your wallet south of where you want to be, right? No. So anyway, she contacted North Capitol and explained my situation, my condition, my health. She faxed all my medical papers, my chart, all my meds, everything. Everything medical about me, she faxed down there. And they looked at it and they said, it's good, we can take him. Problem is, there are 2 empty beds in our vet unit. One is of a patient that's currently in the hospital, but is soon to come back. And another one's already reserved. So we would have to put Mr. Lipton on a waiting list. And so I guess she said, all right, I'll let him know and get back to you. So she told me about it. And she asked me about being on a waiting list. I said, that's fine, I don't mind. I don't mind being on a waiting list. I've been here for almost 3 years, and I've always heard about the waiting list and how much turnover there is in the vet unit, and being here, all the people here, all throughout the facility. So people go, people come, people stay, people go, people leave. So there's always a change, always a turnover. So, so I said, sure. I don't mind. I feel ready. I'm ready for a change. Change of scenery. I love this place. I love the people here. Feels like family. But after almost 3 years in Summit City and about 16 years in Fort Wayne, I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for a change. So it's time for something new. I think that's what the problem was. I think I've been in a rut. I think that's what the problem has been for the past month or so. Because the past month or so, I've been kind of down and depressed. I think it's because I was in a rut, and thinking about going down to Indianapolis, new facility, new locale, change of place, change the sides. You know, it's like, it sparked me up. You know, I feel more, energized. Boom, 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 boom. I'm the Energizing Bunny. Right? We keep going and going and going and going. Right, right. I feel like Rambo shooting that bunny. So anyway, never mind that. Okay, you take one ear and I'll take the other ear. Okay? No, you can't have the whole bunny. But you want to keep the drums? Okay, tell you what. You keep the drums. I keep the bunny. Oh, what? You want the bunny too? Okay, let me have the drums. Okay. You can tell I'm in a good mood because I'm cracking jokes. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm in a good mood now. I don't feel so down anymore. I feel energized. I feel excited, because, it's time for a change. I've just been in a rut. So, I just want to let you know what the deal is and what the plan is. And the people I was speaking to, they say, I heard you're moving, going down to Indianapolis. I said, yeah. He said, I'm really going to miss you, Jim. I said, thank you. I'm going to miss you too. But it's because, it's like a family here. But I'm ready for change. So that's really what's been happening. I've just been in a rut. But not anymore. Now that I've got this change of pace, and so it'll be very interesting. So anyway, that's what I want to tell you. So I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you up to date. So of course, social work is going to keep me up to date. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening in. I'll check out later. Take care. And do everything you can to make our wonderful, our very good world. It's not a wonderful world. It's a very good world. God said after creating human beings, He didn't say it was good. He said it was very good. Very good. Not excellent, not mitzion, not excellent, not perfect, not outstanding. God said it's very good. So it's really up to us to do whatever we can to make our very good world even better. Because we are partners with God in the rest of creation. That's according to the Jewish tradition. Now, other religions, I hesitate to say other religions because Judaism really isn't a religion, but other belief systems like Christianity and others have a different take on it. But for the Jew, creation didn't stop on the sixth day because God created human beings and God basically said, now, human beings, it's now your job to finish what I started and making our very good world even better. So, think of that when you're interacting with your neighbor, with your fellow Americans, with other human beings who feel as you do, have dreams as you do. Likes, dislikes, loves, dreams, goals, family, friends, ambitions. We're all the same, all of us. Some have blue eyes, some have brown, some have green, some have blonde hair, brown hair, red hair, bald. You know, some are tall, some are short, some are skinny, some are not so skinny. Um, you know, even the kids at St. Jude Hospital. We're all human beings, and we all deserve the same rights and respect. We're all one American family. And when Americans do not behave like Americans should, it's very, very sad. And my feeling is if you're that unhappy being here, then leave. It is so simple. I didn't like New York anymore, so I left. You know, I love Fort Wayne, but it's time to leave. It's time to go somewhere else. So if you're unhappy here, if you hate this country, leave. Go to another country. I don't care where you go. Switzerland, Portugal, Spain, the Netherlands. Some Americans are now in England. I heard this on the news. Go to England. Go to France. Go to Germany. Go to Holland, the Netherlands. One of my very, very close school buddies, he's in Portugal. I think it's Portugal. Yeah, it's not Spain, it's Portugal. Leave the damn country. If you hate this country as much as you do, then leave. Nobody's putting a gun to your head, forcing you to stay where you hate. If you hate this country, hate the flag, hate everything this country is built upon, then leave. Like I left New York, because I hated New York, so I left. Hello? Anybody home? Anybody got connecting brain cells in there? You hate being in this country, then leave. Go to France, go to Germany, go to the Netherlands, go to Portugal. There's so many other places where you could go, where you could find happiness, and you could have some peace in your heart, peace in your mind. Okay? You cannot live day to day in constant turmoil. There's no way to live. It's no way to live. You know, it's just, you're self-destructive. There's something wrong, you know. It's like, you must be a masochist. Really, you should be a masochist if you're going to stay in a country that you hate and you're constantly, you can never find peace. You gotta be a masochist, man. I could never live that way. I could never live like that. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. I'm surprised they haven't all committed suicide. It's just nuts. So anyway, I don't want to get too much on that. But all I'm saying is we're all Americans. We're one big family. Let's treat each other. We're all human beings. We all bleed the same color blood. Okay? And even if we didn't bleed all the same color, we're still living beings. Life is very important. And that's the thing that I can't stand with this Black Lives Matter business. Because, I said all lives matter. Somebody was offended by that. Do you know what Black Lives Matter infers or says by not saying it? That Black Lives Matter and other lives don't. Okay? And that's what it infers. What else can you take from that? Black Lives Matter. Okay, what about white lives? What about Asian lives? Japanese lives? European lives? All lives matter. Matter of fact, I know Christians feel this way, but I know Jews do. All lives matter. Life is very important. Life is so important that you're allowed to violate the Sabbath if there's a life or death situation that demands immediate action to save a life. You're allowed to violate the Sabbath if it means saving a life. So all lives matter. Jewish life matters. All lives matter. You know, it's very racist to say only black lives matter and no other lives do, because that's what it infers. You know. And how different is Black Lives Matter from white supremacists, right? If you really think about it. Because Black Lives Matter has an unhidden or unspoken message that Black Lives Matter, but other lives don't. White supremacists also have the same thing. The white race is supreme and no other people are not worth a thing. So Black Lives Matter and white supremacists are the same type of group, but from two separate perspectives. Think about that. So whenever you hear about Black Lives Matter, think about white supremacists. Same idea. Same idea. Because they could say black supremacists, same idea. Does it say Black Lives Matter, white supremacists, white lives matter? Okay. Or white supremacists, black supremacists. Same idea, but using different words. They're synonyms. They're synonyms. God, they're synonyms. Has everybody forgotten what a synonym is? You know, and it's a synonym. Big, tall, giant, gigantic, they're all synonyms. Short, small, tiny, all synonyms. You know. A certain group of Americans matter, but others don't. And a certain group of Americans are superior and others aren't. Same idea, same idea. So anyway, I didn't want to get too much into that. But what's happening in the news is very depressing also. I swear I feel like I've been transported to a parallel Earth where this craziness is going on. Hey, I want to go back to Earth Prime where the World Trade Center Twin Towers is still standing. You know, this is craziness what we got going here. But anyway, that's the way it feels. Some woman wanted gender neutralize her cat, you know, and people want to dictate what pronouns to use. My God, where do these people learn these idiotic ideas? You know, it's like, huh? Who let these people out of the asylum? You know, it's craziness. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I didn't mean to go on too long. Just want to tell you the plan of going to Indianapolis. And I'll keep you up to date. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening in. Take care, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, that's right. All right. See you later. Take care.